Hey everybody, Bearded Bristol here, back with a little Friday philosophy. And today I've got a little story about Good Samaritans. I had an unusually or an unexpectedly crazy day today. Ended up having to go 25 miles down the road to measure a trailer for some vehicle graphics. Sometimes you have to go to the job doesn't always come to you. Nevertheless, I was running just a shade behind, and it was a warmish day here, and so I was getting ready to get into my car, and I realized, took off my sport coat, had to get out my phone and get out my pen, my notepad, various other things out of my pockets of my sport coat, put them in front of the car, hop in the car, get about 6 blocks down the road, which one of them happens to be an outlet to a major highway, and I hear this thunk, clunk, clunk. What the hell? And I check my rear view mirror, and there's nothing that I can see, and I'm thinking, well, it sounded like a stick or a rock or something hit my car, but there's nothing in my rearview mirror. So I get about 10 miles down the road, and my buddy who's with me, his phone rings. And it's Shannon, and this is the person we're going to go see about the trailer and, measuring for the graphics. And blah, blah, blah. I can't hear any of this from my end. But what it amounts to is, did Chris lose his phone? Oh, shit. Yes, Chris did lose his phone. In my rush to get my sport coat off and all of the contents emptied, I left my phone on the top of my car. 6 blocks later, it piled off the back of my car and onto the street behind me. Well, what Shannon tells me, or tells my friend, but told me later, is that a couple of guys coming back from work saw this go down and decided to pull over and get my phone. And I am one of those rare birds that does not have security codes on my phone because, what the hell? There's nothing on my phone worth stealing. Yeah, go ahead, use up my data. I guess I don't care. That's probably the wrong attitude to have, but it worked in my favor tonight. Because these two young men picked up the phone, accessed it, called the last person who I had texted, which consequently or subsequently is the person I was going to meet. She said, "Where are you headed now?" And they said, "We're on our way to the local grocery store." So she said, "Well, leave it at customer service there under this person's name, my name, and he'll pick it up later." First of all, we've all become pretty much inseparable from our smartphones. And it's scary and I hate it. But as soon as I realized my phone was not near my person, I had a minor little panic attack. Who's calling? Who's texting? What am I missing out that I'm supposed to be getting? All that bullshit aside, these two young men did the right thing. And I want to say amazingly, I am a very cynical person. I am down on the youth of today, and things aren't as good as they used to be. I'm a crotchety old bastard in that sense. But these two guys, and from what I gather, probably late 20s, early 30s, pulled over on this major 4-lane road, picked up my phone, contacted somebody I knew, and then took it to some place that I could find. And that is so remarkably cool that all I can say is thanks. I don't know who these two gentlemen were. They didn't leave their names. I'm just going to have to float it out there for the rest of you in terms of don't be so hard on others. Maybe. Because I know I am. I am very hard on other people and my expectations of them, and these two young men probably did more to solve the solution or solve the problem than maybe I even would have. I'm not sure how far I would have gone, or if I would have, gone to the customer service. I'd like to think I would have done those things, but I can't honestly say. I've not been in that situation. Nevertheless, kudos to these two dudes. The best part of all of this from my front is not only do I have my phone back, it's fully functional, not a scratch on the screen. And that was my secondary terrifying thought with all of this is, oh great, I get the phone back, yeah it works, but I bet the screen's shattered. I bet there's a big old scratch across it. I bet all of the worst things that you can think of. Picked up the phone at customer service. The $40 little external casing that I purchased, it done did its job. And I couldn't be more ecstatic about the fact that my phone is completely intact. The $40 case pretty well trashed, but I can take that kind of loss to not have to purchase a phone. Now, one other thing while I'm piling on, so after discovering that my case was cracked and needs to be replaced, I went to my local Verizon store and asked them, can I get another case? And the manager, happened to be the one I was speaking with, looks at my phone, didn't even have to look. He says, yeah, we don't carry these anymore. I'm like, anymore? He says, hang on, let me see if the warehouse has any. So he hops on his master computer and 30 seconds later says, yeah, we don't even have any of these in the warehouse. It's just too old. Too old? Seriously, I got my phone 1 year ago in March. So the phone in my possession is 13 months old. It is now obsolete as far as my local Verizon store is concerned. You talk about planned obsolescence in the most mischievous of ways. Cellular phones, smartphones are it. The manager says to me, your best bet might be looking on Amazon. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, guess what? I can get a case, a heavy-duty case for my phone for $8 on Amazon. And I get free shipping because I happen to be a Prime member. But I'm still laughing. If they would have had a case in the store, I probably would have paid $40 for it. Wouldn't even have blinked. But my phone at 13 months past purchase date is already obsolete so far as the store is concerned. Now, I know my phone was not a new release when I purchased it, but it wasn't 6 years old. It wasn't 3 years old. Going, are you kidding me? So that's my minor little rant for the night. If you can tell behind me, this is my garage. I've been doing some cleanup work in here tonight and decided to take a little break and do a little video. But at the end of the story is, I've got to learn to dial back my cynicism just a step. I am happy to have a fully intact smartphone despite flying off the back of my car this afternoon. And a giant kudos to the two young men who saved my phone, and not only saved it, but contacted a friend and took it to some place that I could find it. So, as Fridays go, it could be a hell of a lot worse. I am going to continue to clean the garage, enjoy my scotch, enjoy my pipe. Hope you all have a great weekend, great evening, great day, whatever the hell the case may be. Take care. It's been nice talking to you.